Hello, how's everyone doing? Welcome back. Thank you for joining me for another stitch session. It's going to be a good time. I have chosen to work on my perihelion again. I'm still on section 2, but it should be a good time. So this is the right side, and this is the wrong side. So I don't know about all of you, but for me, oh, thank you, Vienna. For me, when it's cold out, I'm cold. And when I'm cold, I'm sleepy. And when I'm sleepy, I'm cold. It's why I like bundling up under a whole bunch of blankets um, in the wintertime. Like, I love the fresh, cold air to sleep in, but I love being bundled up so that if I do end up getting cold, I'm all nice and toasty covered. Hey, B. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you do gotta get moving on your shawl. What else are you working on, though? Because I know you have other whips on the go. Yeah. Don't all crafters have at least like 5 whips on the go? I don't know many monogamous knitters. Ooh, another vest. Very nice. I won't tell our buddy that you're making them something. I'll keep it between us, don't worry. And YouTube, between you and me and YouTube in Vienna. Yeah, but the cold really has me exhausted today and just cold, and I don't know, I feels like a nap day. When it's this cold, it feels like a nap day. But I should really go swimming. I didn't go swimming last week. And one thing I'm really trying to focus on is just my physical health. I shouldn't say just, it is one thing I am wanting to work on. It's my physical health, among other things. But I don't really want to get wet when it's this cold out. Like, maybe I'll go later in the afternoon because the session is open from 11 till 2:30. So that's plenty of time to randomly decide, you know what, I'll actually get my butt in gear and go do something healthy for myself. But yeah. And the dogs, I don't know how the dogs are handling this, and they haven't gone completely stir crazy yet with how cold it is. Like, it's even too cold to take them for a walk with their booties on when it feels like -23 out. Their paws still get frozen even in the -3, like 23-degree weather with the booties on. So, yeah. Yeah. So, Vienna, how was Super Bowl for you yesterday with the family? Chris and I fell asleep before it finished. We watched the halftime show and then went to bed. It was a very boring game. Agreed. It was a very boring game. But yeah, I did enjoy the halftime show, even though subtitles would have been useful. I caught a few words there, but yeah. They tried to play football bingo. Oh no. I'm surprised even 3 people won. Also, did anyone see the Mandalorian trailers that were playing as an ad during the Super Bowl? was it just me and Chris, but they seem really cheesy, almost like they were fake and it wasn't actually a Mandalorian commercial. Like it just seemed super cheesy. Like I love the Mandalorian and Grogu, but those commercials just seemed so cheesy that I thought it was a joke. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So Vienna, how's the blanket coming? Are you done your blanket or are you still working on your blanket? Dun, 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 dun. Oh. Sorry, Gillian. Still working on it, only finished. That's still quite a bit of headway on a blanket. Because blankets can take a very long time, especially if you're making them bigger than a throw. So a quarter of it is excellent. Great job. Especially when you have a cute little puppy that keeps laying on it. But yeah, and it's exciting. My maxi dress I have not worked on since the last time y'all saw it. I've been a little too into getting through section 2 of this shawl just so that I can really ponder section 3 and understand more about what exactly syncopated brioche stitches are, because I'm still confused on what that really means. Like visually, I know what it means linguistically, but what that means visually and like kinesthetically. So, yeah. And I distract him with a pillow or folded blanket smart. As long as he has some sort of cushion, right? What am I doing? I'm slipping with the yarn in front twice. Yep, okay. Yeah, our cat Athena, she will sleep pretty much anywhere, but if she has the option of sleeping on something padded, she 100% will. She will sleep on that padded blanket, on that padded pillow, or my padded, not so, like, okay, it's bigger than I'm used to, but my padded chest or stomach. Yeah, I got a bit of a belly now. It's no longer a little croissant. It's like a mini loaf. My little like tummy pooch. But hey, it happens. The body weight fluctuates. As long as I'm feeling good and living life, it's all good, right? What's going on here? That is not a stitch, that is a thread. Did I mess this up? No, it's the 2 with the thing in front. There we go. Okay, I did something, but oh well. I think I fixed it. I think. I gotta get cuddles. Yes, very true. I'm afraid to wake Athena up when she's like that. Okay, what's going on here? What in the world is going on here? It's like I lost a stitch or something, or somehow it came undone. Okay. Did I not finish the row? I swore I finished the row. That is weird. Okay, let's finish this row since apparently I didn't. Weird. Okay. But yeah, Athena likes to fall asleep like a baby in my arms, and it is so difficult to move her when she does that. It's the most precious thing ever, and I can't stand moving her when she does that. It just makes my heart swell, and there's no way I'm going to disturb that at all. It's just too precious. Too freaking precious. And I don't know if Facebook or Instagram or whatever has been listening into my conversations about talking about my pets, but I've been getting a lot of adoption awareness posts from like the city of Oshawa, from the Oshawa dog park community, from the SPCA, the Toronto Humane Society, all of that jazz. And I'm just like, Chris will kill me. Chris will kill me. Our house is not big enough for another dog. We cannot have another cat because Athena has FIV. We cannot have another dog. Also, we probably couldn't afford another dog because our dogs are spoiled and have raw food diets and get bones almost every week and so forth and so on. These dogs live a very good life. Besides the fact that they haven't really been able to go out for walks because it's been so cold, they live excellent lives. When it is warm enough to go out, these dogs get at least 2 to 3 hours of exercise a day. These dogs are living it. Do not let them guilt you into thinking that they are not being taken care of. They are being taken care of. They are spoiled little bundles. But it's okay. They bring us a lot of joy. Yeah, literally living the puppy dream. Yeah. Yeah. What's going on here? I don't know. That's okay. Something's going on, and that's okay. I think my stitches were just kind of loose, so they flopped over each other, and I needed to separate them so that I knew which stitch was which and which was the yarn over and etc. Yeah, just a little loose on my tension the last row apparently. Which is not usual. I'm not usually that loose with my tension. Like, I'm not tight, but I'm not loose either. So it's odd. Maybe I was just a little too zealous with my yarn over with making it like really drapey. And so that's made them a little loose. But either way, it's all good. I'm able to figure it out, what's going on with my stitches. That's all that matters. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm thinking after this knit session, I might write some of the random thoughts that are going in my brain. A lot of it is business related, of like, what can I do to get the shop out there more? Like the business development and economic community or something like that with Durham Region. They're basically a nonprofit, non-government, well, most nonprofits are government funded in some way or form, but they're not actually associated with any given township. They work closely with Durham Region and the different chambers of commerce within Durham Region. So they have a whole bunch of different things going on where they're asking for small business or just entrepreneur women to apply to be featured in their newsletter or on their website. So I'll probably write about that, about how that would be a good idea, then write about the one-on-one help feature that I'd like to add to the website where people can schedule 30-minute chats and get some help digitally, remotely, so they don't have to come into the shop. But that'll include some sort of digital tool or app that I will have to do research into to find what works best. And then I gotta film a tutorial for particular crochet stitch, like granny square, half square, and 3/4 square. And then I gotta actually write out like a Gantt chart about the different tutorial videos that I want to do to hold myself accountable of doing them and getting them posted and categorized and organized. I've actually roped my mother into taking care of the shop on a Friday and Saturday, so I can go to a wool and fiber conference at the Toronto Metropolitan University, aka Ryerson. Yes, I'm of that generation that knows it as Ryerson. And so I'm going to have to make sure that she knows everything that she needs to about the products. So I have to put together kind of like a manual. And then I need to show her how to use the POS system. So again, that's another type of manual. So basically, I'm making manuals. The Wool and Fiber Conference is on March 6th and 7th, and it is free to attend. So if you want to come, you're more than welcome to be. It should be a good time. So on Friday, they have a very large speaker series. I think they have like 6 or 7 people speaking about shepherding, about scouring the fleece industry, yarn processing, so on and so forth. And then that goes from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. And then on Saturday, there are workshops and some market stuff where you can talk more one-on-one with the different individuals in the Ontario Fiber Shed, Ontario Sheep Farming Association, at like their information booths. So I'm hoping to become more aware and knowledgeable about the type of process yarn goes through. Like I know there's the whole shearing and then washing, then scouring, then carding, and then milling, but that's just the general kind of, not like a Venn diagram, but like the A to B to Z type of like step. I don't really know like the full details of what's included in each of those like categories. So it'd be good for me to understand like what that process is, just so I can have a better understanding of the products that I bring into the store. So for example, there is the product Revival from Ancient Arts that we have in the store. and it enters in from the carding channel of the processing system, where all the fiber that didn't make it in the initial carding process for that said fiber, so like whatever acrylic didn't make it through the acrylic processing is bunched in with whatever didn't make it through the silk, whatever didn't make it through the merino, and all that jazz. And then it's thrown into the carding machine and then milled after the carding. So, like, knowing kind of that process, I understand that wool base better for selling the product. And just if customers want to know about the story about the bases, then I'm capable of explaining that. There's also another one from Ancient Arts that I think even Frankie Gray Fibers, which is the Grocery Girls, works with. And it is called Heritage. And it is farmed and fleeced in Alberta. And then it is milled in Alberta. And some mills will actually do the scouring, which is like the flopping it over this like canopy net and then do the washing part. It's to get out of all the vegetation in the fleece. So that's done in Alberta as well. And then the milling is done in Alberta. And from my understanding, it's a very nice base, a very nice yarn. And so I do want to get that into the shop because it apparently is a much softer version of Canadian wool than some of the other Canadian wool providers. Like Briggs and Little is very rustic. Hello Stella is very rustic. And from my understanding, this base isn't as rustic. It can be quite soft. So it'll just be nice to have that Canadian option that's softer, that can be used more for directly on skin apparel than just outerwear like what is currently in the shop. So yeah, that is my objective with understanding that better. And then there is one farm there that has been at other fiber festivals that usually has roving available. And I don't sell roving in the store, but eventually I would like to because I know a lot of people are becoming more into spinning their own yarn and hand spun yarn and basically going further down the process of being involved in the processing of their yarn. And Lickety Split is a farm that essentially provides that roving yarn to be used. And so it'd just be interesting to kind of get their viewpoints on roving as a product, how they're seeing the sheep farming industry evolving, whether it's still more towards exports than in keeping it like within our own boundaries, if it's still more like send the fleece out or burn it and then use the meat, and so on and so forth. Like, I'm just very curious in what trends even the farmers are seeing, because it's fine and dandy to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It's fine and dandy to be able to talk about the final product, but if I can even understand the trends that are being seen at the really, really like true form of grassroots, that could probably help me in my business decisions. But who knows? I could just be getting too much into the rabbit hole that is yarn. But I don't believe knowledge, there's such thing as useless knowledge. Like, all knowledge is good knowledge. It's just being able to filter through that knowledge of what is relevant is the skills, the like differentiating skill set of individuals is like being able to filter that out and utilize the knowledge that you have obtained. So that will be more of the challenge for me when I do go to these things and do get the information that I'm hoping to get, or information that I don't need that I want to get, but get, if that makes sense. Is like, you can't know what you don't know, but I'm hoping they can tell me what I should know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, but I am worried about leaving the shop with my mom. My aunt's going to stop by for a little bit. She actually is a knitter and knows about the bases in the shop. I'm pretty sure majority of the regulars that have been to the shop have seen her around during the trunk shows. So she is my Aunt Sue. She usually shows up first thing during the trunk shows or any event that I hold. She sometimes shows up in the middle of the afternoon if she doesn't show up first thing. But she's going to stop by and keep my mom some company. But yeah, actually, it would be good too for when, like, I do hope one day I'll be able to hire one or two employees to help manage the store. Then who knows, maybe I can have it open on a Sunday then, even though I'd still would rather give my employees Sunday off. Like, there's so much industrialization in Canada and capitalistic viewpoints of like, you should be open and working 7 days a week. But I don't feel like that is healthy or really like beneficial to my employee retention for when I do hire employees eventually. So I don't think I want to do that, even though I know it would be beneficial for me financially to be open both days on the weekend. But yeah, that's a future Catherine problem. That's not going to be happening anytime soon. I wish, but with the way that the economy is, I will be happy to make rent. So yeah, but really looking forward to that on March 6th and 7th, and then Knit City Toronto follows, I think, a week or two after. So I'm going to both of those days. The store will be closed on those days, just because with Knit City, pretty much anyone that I know is going. Like, most of my customers that are regulars are going. So if you want to go together and hang out, we can definitely do that and say hi while you're out and about. I will be there both Saturday and Sunday at Knit City Toronto. And if you just want to sit down and have a knit sesh after burning holes in our pockets, I'm down for that too. And I can't wait to see all of your knitwear for it. I'm actually wondering if the store should kind of, how Rhinebeck has Rhinebeck sweaters, maybe we should have Knit City Toronto sweater or shirt or whatever. So yeah, I'm wondering if maybe that should be a thing. Let me know what you think. If you think a Knit City Toronto shirt or sweater would be a cool thing to do, even though it's kind of a copycat of the whole Rhinebeck sweater. But come on. Knit City Toronto, Knit City Calgary, Knit City Vancouver, Knit City Montreal, they're all our form of Rhinebeck. We are getting more fiber festivals. More people are getting involved in fiber, which is fantastic. Like, people are becoming more aware of the slow fashion process and everything. Yeah, thank you, Vienna. I agree. We should start it. Any idea on a pattern? I'd love to hear what your idea is for what we should have as the Knit City pattern. But yeah, fiber is becoming a big thing now in Canada. It's still not as big as it is in the States, but the States also has a higher population than us. Ooh, the loom sweater. Yeah, that could be good. The loom sweater would be a good one. I would probably make life harder for myself, and rather than just doing the one stripe of the loom, I'd probably end up doing two. Or I'd be doing like one on the body and then cuffing around the bicep on the sleeves, just because I'm masochistic. But the loom sweater would be a good one, yeah. It doesn't come in a crocheted version, does it? It's only in a knitting version? Because if it comes in a crocheted version as well, that's great. But I don't think it does. But yeah, I like that one, that idea, the loom sweater for Knit City. Please leave a comment what you think. Maybe I'll put a poll in here. Can I put a poll in here? And then, ooh, yeah, okay. I'll put 2. Only knit, but I know there's a crochet. Ooh, crochet duck sweater. That could work, yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see. Knit City sweater for 2026. Okay. So there's the poll. Let's see what everyone says. Oh, it's not. Oh, it's live. It's not just like as it goes. Oh, okay. I thought this was like anyone could vote on it at any point. Okay. My bad. I'm learning something new about polls during live screenings. Oh, well, thank you that Vienna and B for voting on that. Here I was thinking that it was something that could be post live executed. I am very mistaken and corrected. But I do like the loom sweater idea and the duck crocheted sweater. Maybe I will look up some of those patterns and put it in the description. I'll edit this description afterwards so people can see it and maybe put it up on the sweater. Oh, the duck vest is knitting too. Oh, damn. Vienna, do you have any insight on if there's like a loon or a duck, like bird sweater, like Canadian bird sweater for crocheting? Because I'm not going to be, oh, no, not really. Okay. Is there a Canadian themed one? Like Canadian Pride themed crocheted sweater? I know there's a geometric, like crystallized version, maple leaf sweater that's knit. Oh no, not a tapestry. Tapestry wouldn't do. Maybe a maple leaf? Yeah, but I don't want to make it too much of a work project for crocheters. Like, that seems unfair. But maple leaf sweaters would be easier to find. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, even though the loom sweater would be awesome, And apparently they're considered like wolf, like, you know how geese are considered the cobra chickens? Apparently loons are considered wolf birds, or at least that is what someone has deemed it in an embroidery kit. It has a loon and goes crazy wolf birds. But yeah. Oh, that's why. That makes so much more sense now. I thought it was because they're territorial. Oh. Well, they're beautiful birds and stupid smart. So that is pretty awesome. Yeah, no, maybe we'll go with Maple Leaf. Yeah, let's do Maple Leafs because then it should probably be easier for both crocheters and knitters to find. So I'll do some Ravelry searching and put a few in the description here, and then I'll try and see if there's a poll feature that can be done at any time without like it having to be during a live screening, like a live stream. And we can decide that, or it can just be a Cat's Craft Corner thing. Yeah, I could put it in the Discord. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely do that. And just make sure anyone who's watching YouTube can access it as well. For sure, for sure. So, yeah, that would be a good idea. And then there can be a group in the Discord for the Maple Leaf Knit City sweater along. Yeah, that's an excellent idea. Good job. Nice going, Bee. Thank you. But yeah, I want to really make the Cat's Craft Corner community, the knitting community in Durham region and in Canada so much stronger. And I just want to do everything I can, not just for myself to have my dream shop stay strong and continue to be strong. I want the whole fiber industry to be strong. Like there's such a good community. So, ooh, yeah, we could do that. What if it's cat themed and it's yeah, it could be. So did we want it to be a KCC community thing, or did we want it to be more universal, like Knit City themed? Because I'm okay with KCC because I know there's tons of cat stuff out there, and there's probably tons of cat crocheted sweaters as well, more than Maple Leafs. So that's probably way more doable. But is it selfish of me to want? Aw, thanks, B. But is it selfish for me to want to continue to be like a really strong yarn store in the community that helps strengthen the the crafting community of woolen fibers? Like, yes, there's an underlining selfishness that I want it to be really strong and survive because it's my dream to have the yarn store, but like, man, really want to represent all the farmers, all the mills, and the appreciation of what goes into that. Like, man, I'm swooning a little bit over the industry. Sorry. It fills my heart. Aww. Okay, so B, you're cool with representing Cat's Craft Corner Vienna. How do you feel about this? Would you prefer Canada? A maple leaf and a cat. A cat wearing a maple leaf. Oh, wait. I'm doing that right now. Okay, so we'll need to narrow this down. But yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Okay, I will put something up in the Discord and I will make a channel for this. And we'll see what comes of it. Like, it could be a good time, it could not be a good time. Who knows? But either way, I can say I've tried. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. And do we want to have it limited to sweaters, or do we want to have it, like you said, garments? And I know there is a Stone Knits, and I even think a Biscot, which is going to be a vendor at Knit City, Canada, where it's cats all over socks. Yeah, or we can just focus on Canadian yarn designers, yeah. Yes, they would be hot. So, but I would assume people would be wearing socks in March. So we could just do cat socks. But it is at the Enercare Center. It's not at the hotel this year. So it's way more open space. So it may not be that hot this year with that much open space and ceiling room. Oh no! Don't be late. Have a good day at work. Oh, we are past that time, aren't we? Okay, everyone. I'm just going to finish up this row and I will head out as well. But B, have a great day. Rock the office. Show them who's boss. I would say take over the world, but yeah, that's more of a personal thing. So yeah, take over the world. Show the world who's boss. But yeah, have a good day. Okay, I am almost done this row, and then I will be signing off. But thank you everyone who's joined. I will be adding a Discord link below to Knit City Canada, Knit City Canada Crochet or Knit Along. Which one did we want it to be? That's the better question. I will have to do some thinking. But yeah, this is a great idea. I like this. And it's still technically early enough that if we all started now, we could get the items done, especially if they just end up being like cat socks or those cat mitts or cat scarf or something. But no one's going to wear mitts inside. Okay. Well, I'm excited. All right, I'm done this row, so I'm going to sign off. Thank you again for joining me. Thank you again for donating to the Canadian Cancer Society and to the Cats Craft Corner community team. Thank you for everyone who is a team member of our fundraising team. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. If you haven't donated yet, please do so. The link is below. Every dollar helps with research, treatments, support groups, and resource information for those that are affected by cancer. So have a great day, everyone. Bye.